Generally, a police officer is only going to contact you if you're the subject of an investigation. In other words, he thinks that you've done something wrong. He's thinking about arresting you for some sort of criminal offense. So should you call the detective back? Generally, our advice is no, and I'll give you 3 reasons why. The first is that these conversations, whether they're in person or over the phone, they're not protected by a lot of the normal rules and regulations that we have when we're talking with police. For example, Miranda doesn't apply. And so what does that mean? It means that police officers don't have to tell you that you have a right to an attorney present. They don't have to tell you that anything you say can be used against you later in court. And third, they don't have to tell you that you don't have to answer the questions, period. That if there's some things you don't want to talk about, that you can stop and that you don't have to participate in this conversation at all. The second thing that is important to remember is that it surprises people, but police officers during these conversations, they're allowed to trick and they're allowed to lie to you. Okay. And so what does that mean? We've seen situations where clients come in and they say, well, the officer told me that a different witness had said something already. Or they'll say that they already found evidence or fingerprints at the scene. And what that does is it gets you saying things, gets you talking, and it gets you not making sense. And all of that stuff can be used against you later in court. And the third reason we tell people generally not to speak to the police without an attorney present is that honestly, by the time the detective contacts you to make a statement, they've already made up their mind. They've already made up their mind as to your guilt in the case. And what they're really looking for is not some sort of unbiased, fair conversation about you where they take information and compare it to other information. What they're really looking to do is just get statements out of you that collaborate or that reinforce what they already believe. They're not really interested in your side of the story. They're just interested in getting things that further their belief of what happened. So look, generally, I understand it's normal if you feel like you're being accused of something, you feel like somebody's saying you did something wrong and you didn't do something wrong, that you want to scream from the rooftops that you didn't do anything. You want to talk with the police. You want to clear your name. You want to tell your side of the story. But oftentimes it's the absolute worst thing you can do in a criminal case.